Amen Thompson is becoming one of my favorite NBA players at the wing position today. The kid's only 21 years old. This is his second season in the NBA. Now, he started as a sixth man for the Rockets, and he has unbelievable athleticism. When he goes downhill, good luck stopping him. His recovery on defense to challenge shots at the rim is really impressive stuff. You might think that you have a step ahead on him, that he's nowhere to be found. But all of a sudden, he's got those chase down blocks. Like, where did Amen come from? He's got this 7-foot wingspan. And I believe Amen is only getting started. Now, as a starter, through 12 games, Amen Thompson is averaging 2 blocks and 2 steals per game. That is only been done by 2 non-bigs in a regular season. Players shoot 39.3% from the field when guarded by Amen Thompson. That's 7% worse than the league average. That's the second best number out of 150 plus players who defend at least 10 shots per game. Let's talk about his rim protection. Inside of 6 feet, players are shooting 10% worse than their average field goal percentage when they're challenged by Amen Thompson at the rim. That's the 5th best number out of the 150 players in the NBA. Just think about those numbers. He's a second-year player on a team where, again, Ime Udoka is doing a phenomenal job with the Houston Rockets. They're second in the Western Conference. They're a young basketball team, and they're discovering who they are at such a young age. Jalen Green, he has been, up and down at times, but he's had a really good January. And it's either going to be Jalen Green's team eventually, or it could be Amen Thompson's. If you want to make an argument that Thompson's going to be better than Jalen Green, I'm not against that because I think he has all-star potential. I think the ceiling is that high. I think he could be a top 15, top 10 player in the NBA someday if he continues to get better at his offense because the defense is there. He's elite there. I think he's going to be a defensive player of the year multiple times. He's definitely going to be in the running. He's going to win a ton of defensive player awards. I think he's going to be the best wing defender sooner rather than later because the way he's locking people up and making it hard for him to score, the guy is unbelievable. Another crazy stat about Amen Thompson. In 2 seasons since he came into the NBA, players have shot 15 of 58 from the field when they go at Amen Thompson in isolation situations. That's a little over 25% from the field. So if you try to play isolation basketball on Amen Thompson, you're not going to be very successful at it. And the way he can navigate through screens, chase down blocks when he's in recovery mode is impressive stuff as a wing. And you look for that when you're trying to evaluate his talent and his upside because the defense is already there. Now, as a starter, he's averaging 17 points, 10 rebounds and 3 assists on 62% true shooting percentage. Now, imagine Amen Thompson continuing to get better on offense and his defense is already elite. This guy is going to be one of the best two-way players in the NBA if he's averaging over 25 points a night, getting you a lot of rebounds, locking people up, getting you a little bit on the playmaking side. He doesn't have to playmake that much, but if you're averaging 4 or 5 assists a night, dude, you're the complete package. So I love what I'm seeing from Amen Thompson. I think he is one of the best wing players under 25 right now. And as the season progresses, I think Amen is only going to get better. I think by next year, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not, of course, starting for the Rockets, but one of their best players that, yes, I want to see Jalen Green take a leap, but Amen might pass Jalen Green because the way he's playing defense, how he's able to get downhill and score without any resistance at the rim. He's really good at getting downhill and just exploding by guys. He can dunk it on your head. His ability to recover and block shots, it's just unbelievable stuff. Guys will get by him or get around him in the screen, and they think all of a sudden they have the advantage. And all of a sudden, Amen Thompson comes out of nowhere for a block shot. You're like, where did that come from? Again, I'm excited for him because I love watching young talent like this live up to their potential. Obviously, he has his brother in Detroit, who I haven't really watched much of him, so I don't want to give my analysis of his brother, Asher Thompson. But man, Amen, the kid's looking special. And as long as he continues to get reps and Houston continues to win basketball games and he is making an impact and his true shoot percentage stays above 60% and his offense catches up to his defense, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, Kawhi Leonard 2.0? I'm not going to try to say like he'll be better than Kawhi Leonard, but he reminds me of that type of player. 6'7", 7-foot wingspan, able to just lock you up and you have no chance of just getting shot off or shooting well from the field. That is just crazy stuff. Again, when it comes to Kawhi Leonard, he struggled out the gate offensively, but he got better as his career progressed. Unfortunately, injuries have derailed some of his NBA career. It's very unfortunate, but I could see Amen Thompson being a Kawhi Leonard type of player where he, is really good defensively in his early career and his offense catches up. Like imagine Amen Thompson getting you 25, 27 points a night and he's still guarding at this elite level. Good luck stopping him. And again, he's 21 years old. That's the scary part. This is his second NBA regular season, and he's already doing this to NBA elite players. That's incredible stuff. Shout out to the Rockets because they have gotten better as a basketball team. They're young, they're hungry, they can play really good defense. Offensively, they have their struggles, but as a young basketball team, you're going to go through the growing pains. We've seen this in the past where a team like the Boston Celtics, where they had trouble scoring at times and they were really good defensively, their offense started to pick up, get better as Tatum and Brown got more seasoned. So imagine a seasoned Sengun. Again, Sengun, I watched him against the Kings, the way he can get his ball on the basketball and just create havoc, get steals. He's good with boxing out. Sengun is just a solid dude. And of course, the men, like I saw him against Fox. Fox just had so much trouble trying to get by Thompson. Fox is tough to guard in isolation. And Thompson's just locking this dude up. Like it's no problem, not even breaking a sweat. So the roster the Houston Rockets have been putting together over these past few years is really impressive stuff. Ime Udoka going from Boston, obviously that situation was really sad what happened, but to see him thriving in Houston and building a young basketball team just shows how good of a coach Ime Udoka is. And Houston's second in the conference. I love this roster, and I think Houston will get better as the years go by. They're going to be an NBA Western Conference contender very soon, Internet Finals contender, I think as well, because we're seeing the emergence of Amen Thompson. We just got to see more consistency out of Jalen Green. I know he's been really good in January, but you want to see more from Jalen Green outside of just one good stretch. And of course, Sengun. I can't say enough about Sengun and just the vest they're putting around it. You could still make moves in Houston, but I still think, right now, just trust the process with your young core roster and see what gets developed between Green, Sengun, and Amen Thompson. But yeah, I mean, I know this is probably a glaze fest for Amen Thompson, but I love the guy. I mean, he's fantastic in his role, and I think he's got a ton of upside in the ceiling. The potential is unmatched. I mean, the dude can play defense. He can lock guys down. And if his offense catches up to his defense, one day I believe Amen Thompson will be the best two-way player in the NBA. I think he has that type of ceiling. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the ceiling for Amen Thompson. How do you think his season is going? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.